What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with another review for Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 38. This episode is titled Hide and Seek, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and have me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss this episode of Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, interesting episode. And more specifically, two couples, because we're going to say for last, I don't know what is going on with either one of them, but yikes is the word I can say. So we'll start up with who I feel gave me the least to talk about in this episode. I won't even say the least, right? We'll just talk about, we'll go from bottom to top, I guess. Damn, where do we want to start at, you guys? Because every couple that we had in this episode, I got something to say about each and every one of them. Let's start up with Christine and Julian, shall we? So Christine and Julian, she is out of prison. She's been out for 3 weeks at this point, right? And so Christine got a job. I was like, oh, congratulations, Christine. Now here's the thing. Christine works at a bar. Now I was like, I don't know if that's the best idea for her to work at a bar when Christine has a drug problem. So granted, I mean, addiction, you can supplement things, right? You can say, oh, I have a drug addiction, but then you go and get addicted to alcohol. So I was like, I don't necessarily know if that's a good idea, but hey. So Christine still feels a way about Julian. And the fact that, you know, when his kids are there, so I guess there are 3 levels to the house to where they live at. So she's on the 3rd level, and when the kids are there, she don't come down. And I actually understand Christine, because that is kind of janky, right? Like, you want me up here, but your kids down here, and I get it, right? I get his side, and I see her side. One is like, you keeping me a secret. 2, we living together and I can't freely move around when your kids are here, right? Then he says that his ex doesn't want Christine to meet the kids because she did some Googling and she found Christine's mugshot and the pictures of Christine robbing the bank. I was like, girl, I wonder what you think now that your man, well, your ex-man was, caught shoplifting from a Walmart, because now he got a mugshot just like her. So you can't judge her without judging him, because they're doing the same exact thing. So after that, Christine was just basically telling him how she feels, like how she can't really move around the house, right? He said, well, you mostly can. She mostly can when your kids ain't there. And like I said, I get it. You don't want your kids to meet Christine without meeting their mother. And that's understandable. I'm not going to sit here and knock Julian. I get that. That makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. I wish a lot of people in these shows would do that. Just, hey, say, me and a person may not be together anymore, but my kids, before I introduce you to my kids, I need to introduce you to my co-parent. But hey, it is what it is, right? So after that, we see Christine. So Christine, actually, no, before we saw that, we saw Julian. So Julian, when it was in his car doing an interview, because he said he was keeping a secret from Christine. I was like, oh, so that's the secret. You ain't got a job. So Julian let us know that he had got laid off from his job. And so he's been doing interviews, right? He has some severance pay, but the severance pay is only going to last about, I think he said maybe 2 months at the least. But if he doesn't find another job before then, he don't know what they're going to do. And Christine's job ain't paying that much money. So we see Christine is at the bar talking to one of her coworkers, telling her about the stuff with Julian. And the coworker's like, everything that Christine has told us about Julian don't really like him, right? I was like, but you don't know him. And he's protecting his kids. Like, I could see it if Julian were doing this and well, shit. It was ex-wife now. Like, it would be a different story if, well, again, I get it, but neither here nor there, right? Now, we find out Christine is trying to do comedy. I was like, say what now? Say who? Comedy? Nah, Christine, baby. That's even worse than the damn bar. Because in a comedy club, you have alcohol. Well, it's the same here, but you have alcohol and you have drugs that you can easily get to. And are you funny is the question. And then when you told that one joke to your coworker, he didn't catch the joke. I caught the joke. It wasn't funny. Stick to your day job, Christine, and find another day job, because I don't think that bar should be it. So the coworkers mentioned that they should go out for the night, right? I was like, why are y'all going out for drinks and stuff? Christine, you're an addict, baby. And the way he was talking about how you was trying to get a fix for your drugs, girl, no ma'am, I think the hell not. So Julian came to pick her up, and he told her, go on, but he had an attitude. And I'm like, you got an attitude with her because you ain't got no job? That ain't got nothing to do with her. Like, you upset with Christine for absolutely no reason. Like, no reason whatsoever, right? So Christine was like, you was a little pissy. And so he said, well, I got it. I got to take the kids to school tomorrow, and then I got an interview. And she's like, an interview? So he finally told her about losing a job. Now, in Christine's interview, Christine was, saying she was worried about how they're going to take care of the bills, the rent, and then she mentioned the lawyer. I was like, not the lawyer, Christine. That's something that you need to figure out. Those are your kids. It's nice that he's helping you, but those are not his kids. Those are your kids. So you need to figure out how to get custody of your kids. Don't depend on him. But that's all I got with Christine and Julian. If you guys want to chime in, leave your comments in the comments below, and we're going to move on to the next couple. Yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole of Dumb and Dumber. Kim and Joey. Kim, girl, you ain't the brightest bulb in the box. At all. You and Shante, y'all in the same boat of ridiculously, insanely, I don't want to call you stupid. What I want to call them. What is the nicest word to call them? Let's just say it. Well, no, that's not even the best word to use. Because I was going to say less than smart, but y'all ain't even less than smart. Y'all are not smart. Y'all are dense. Y'all are, here's the word, dunce. You're dunces. Like, literally. So we see it's Kim and Joe. Well, Kim and Joey are getting her sons ready for school, right? So Joey is supposed to be going to get some tires put on his car. Again, tires. Shoes on it, so some shoes for his car, right? Some tires. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Joey is supposed to go get some tires for his car. Also, Joey still ain't got a job. Now, I don't know, I forgot how long it said Joey, I don't know if it said Joey's been out a month or 3, but Joey's been out for a little while, right? So, he's not, like I said, Joey's not working, and Kim is still letting him spend her money. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna say that word. You're not that smart, because why are you letting him spend your money? Your hard-earned money. Your savings, you say. You must not have had a lot in your savings, because, girl, what? Even if you did have a lot in your savings, why are you letting him spend your money up freely? That's not smart at all. So Joey went to the tire shop, right? He got the tires, but then he started looking at some rims. I was like, some rims for a Nissan Pathfinder? That thing don't need no rims, sir. It really don't. It really don't. If it do need some rims, then when you start working, making your own money, then you go throw some rims on your car. But if it's on my dime, you ain't putting no motherfucking rims on no car. So then the guy, he saw some, and mind you, them rims that he picked were ugly as hell. So the guy was like, yeah, those are 2,200. 22 what? You know what I mean, $22? You know what I mean, $200? $220? No, he said $2,200. I said, you's a fool. And so Joey went on ahead and got it. I was like, ain't no way that you gonna do that. So then we find out that Joey's ex is in the picture. So she's texting Joey, and I'm like, huh? So one of Joey's friends had hit him up saying that she wanted to talk to him, and was it okay to give her his number? And Joey said yes. And I was like, why? Why would you do that? Backtrack real quick. Kim. I have a big question for you, mama. Why are you with him if you gonna, like, because Kim is still constantly tracking him with those ear tags, and I still don't get it. If the man is gonna cheat on you, he's gonna cheat on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. If the man is gonna go back to drugs, selling or doing drugs, he's gonna go back to it, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you don't trust this man, there is something you can do about that. Don't have him in your house. Take back that car. Don't have him around your kids. Those are things you can do instead of tracking him. Tracking him is not going to do anything. If there's a will, there's a way for him to do things. You tracking him is not going to stop him. You look ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. So Kim got home and she saw the rims on the car. She was like, what are those rims doing on the car? You're only supposed to go and get some tires. He's like, well, I mean, I went to get the tires, but then, I wanted some rims, and I wanted to do something for myself. You do something for yourself when it's your money out of your pockets. If it's my money, you don't do nothing for yourself out of my pockets. Like, hell no. I got kids. The fuck? So then she says, like, you didn't even talk to me. He was like, I didn't think you would be mad. I didn't think you would care. You didn't think that I would care that you spent $2,200. And then he says Kim gets alerts on the phone, gets alerts about her checking account. So you mean to tell me that, never mind, because I don't buy it 100%, but even still, girl, you just, really, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Then she's talking about the engagement party. He's like, I don't care about that engagement party. Like, we can go to the courthouse. And she's like, what about my dress? He's like, I don't care what you wear. Okay, Kim, I really can't with these two. And they're going to be on life after lockup. Kim, girl, you're just making yourself look ridiculous. Why are you letting a man spend your money, your hard-earned money, and he ain't got no job? Yes, he's doing for the boys, but okay, you can also take your ass to go get a job, because she ain't making that much money. So I feel like with him spending that $2,200, that leaves them damn near in the poorhouse. If she likes it, I love it. Let's move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, Hope and Arthur. This scene with these two, so I'm glad that Arthur is, doing better. He's seeing a therapist. They went. Now, here's the thing. So I can't say where they went because I'm not of the Muslim faith. So I don't know what their places of worship is called. So I don't want to be ignorant to that. So I can't say they went here, they went there. I don't know, right? The only thing I know about Muslim faith is the Quran. That is pretty much it. Because I know when my uncle was in prison, he converted to Muslim. He converted while he was in prison. Because he was born, my grandmother was a Christian, but he went to prison, converted to Islam. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they went, but it was nice to see. It really was. So Arthur let us know that his dad was was Muslim as well. And we found out a little bit more about Hope, because I'm actually calling her by her name in this episode. We found in this particular scene, so to speak, right? We found out that she grew up Christian as well, right? And that she was assaulted by a family friend. And, my heart goes out to her for that. Absolutely. I hope that she's, talked to someone about it, gotten some help for that. She sat down with, so the guy that they talked to, because there's an interest for the men and there's an interest for the women. And I was like, interesting. You guys know that the women have to be covered up. I don't know how it's gonna work for Hope, but if she, honestly, after what I've heard with these two and Red, I hope that these two are not still together, especially with him being back in prison again, behind some stuff with him and her. I hope they, gone their separate ways. I really, truly do. I hope they have. But the lady was talking to her. I forgot what her name was. And, she was just talking about how the man is supposed to be the provider and how, he should be doing this. He shouldn't be taken from her and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, I was like, well, ma'am, he just got out of prison. He says he's been applying for jobs. I know it's going to be hard for him to get a job. There are some places. Now, I do know that there are quite a few places that will hire convicted felons. I know, like the Goodwill. You can go work at the Goodwill. It's some other places that you can go. It's some other places that you can go work at. Because it was a few years ago that I was on Facebook that I saw where they had a whole list of companies that hire convicted felons, and some of them are big name companies. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw T-Mobile was on that list too. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Do not quote me. So after that, we see as they went out on a date. So they went to, I don't know if that was a fabric store, but I know that you saw where they had the sewing machines too, right? And, she's talking to him about, applying for jobs. He said he has applied for jobs, but unfortunately people are not biting, right? And this is where she lost me at in this episode. Granted, I'm here for her telling him, she don't want to have to take care of him. I'm here for that. I don't have a problem with that. What I did have a problem with was her talking about an engagement and them getting married. And I was like, but in the last episode, when your sister called, you shoot him away because your family don't know nothing about him. So, girl, what? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And he even clocked that in his interview. Like, your family don't even know nothing about this man. But here you are wanting him to propose to you. Girl, you are delusional as hell. That is all I got for them. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. We're going to move on to the next couple. Now we're going down the rabbit hole of hell, you guys. the rabbit hole of hell. Who do y'all want to start with first? Zara or Shante and the liar? Damn, because both of their stories in this episode was terrible. Terrible plane flying over. Yeah, let's start up with Shante and the liar. So I called it last week with Shante and lies that she said he was gonna sleep on the couch. He made his way to her bedroom. She said they didn't do nothing with each other. I was like, girl, I don't care who tell it. So he went and bought some stuff for the. Now I noticed in this episode that they kept saying baby instead of there were like in her interview. If you guys go back and listen to her interview, in her interview she said it was one, I can't remember which scene it was in this episode, but there was one scene in this episode, and I think it was when her friend came over. Because she was like, I'm having a baby, not babies. She said baby. Then when she was due, she was like, she said baby. And I was like, but you said twins. So now you guys remember, I told you guys last week, the story that I heard was that Shante got jumped. She got jumped, right? She lost the twins, but then she got pregnant again. But she was 14 weeks at the time that we found out she was pregnant, right? 14 weeks. So that, because I also just saw that Auntie's Advice on YouTube, she did a video where she talked about the fact that Shante had her baby in June. I got a lot of questions when it comes to Shante. I have a lot of questions. A whole hell of a lot of questions. But just have a lot of questions, right? So Shante told him that she's going to go do an ultrasound, but she doesn't know if she wants him to go in with her. My brain started doing, like the wheel started turning in my brain. I was like, you going for ultrasound, but you don't want him to come in to the ultrasound. I was like, Shante, are you hiding something? Because it feels like you're hiding something. Because I'm never mind. No, I'm gonna say it. I feel like you might not have been pregnant at that time. I really do. And I'm not saying that that's true or not, but it's just like you're saying that you're going to go do an ultrasound. You're saying that you don't want him to come in with you. Why is it that you don't want him to come in with you? Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That you told him about the babies. Granted, he showed up out of the blue, but you knew he was there. You knew who it was when you went to the door and saw that damn camera crew. So you knew it was him. Like, you didn't have to tell him that you were going for ultrasound. You could have just said, "Oh, I got, I'm going to do this, this, and this," and went and got your ultrasound, and then he would have never known the difference. So I don't understand what the purpose was telling him that. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Then, she said that the reason why she doesn't want him to go is because he told her he's still talking to other women. You should have known that. Why is that a shock to you that he's talking to other women? I'm not understanding. Like, the math ain't mathing. Then we found out he got a 15-year-old son. I was like, oh, okay, so he had a son when you went into prison. So he wants to name, like, he's talking about names for the babies. Truth and True, or Genuine. I think that was another name he came up with. Names that don't even go with him. I don't even know why your mama named you True, because ain't nothing truthful about you. Only thing that comes out of your mouth are lies, deception, deceit. Those would have been better names for you. But True, no sir. No sir, no sir, no sir. So we see it as they're driving to go to do their ultrasound, right? I noticed this twice in this episode that he don't wear a seatbelt when he drives. Now, sir, please wear a seatbelt, because I actually have a friend who passed away. She died in 2002, and she died because she was in the backseat of a car. And she was in the backseat of the car. She was asleep. It was her and her cousins. They were leaving somewhere. I forgot where they were leaving from, but somehow I don't forget what happened, but somehow their car went into an embankment, right? My friend who was in the back seat sleep, she got ejected from the window, and she passed away because she died on impact. So that's why you will like, when it comes to me, I will never ever get in my car without a seatbelt on, and anybody who gets in my car, I'm like, no, seatbelt has to be on. Like, I don't play that game, especially after that, like, because that was just so God. I remember when it happened. But neither here nor there. Please wear a seatbelt, sir. Just please wear a seatbelt. Then I was so confused because they pulled into a strip mall I was like, because I thought I saw a Burger King in the background, and I was like, are y'all in a strip mall? And so she went to go do the ultrasound, but then she sat down for the ultrasound and she left, saying that she wants him to be there. And he's sitting on the hood of the car. I'm like, Shante, he's outside. Go get him. Have him come back in and do this ultrasound. I was so confused about what the hell was going on with this scene. Like, this scene was so confusing to me. I didn't understand it. So now they leaving. Once again, he ain't got no damn seatbelt on. So she's telling him that they're going to have family game night. He talking about beating the family. I'm like, okay, sir, whatever. So she's gonna have him meet the kids and her best friend, right? I like her best friend. So her best friend, they played charades. Her best friend came over, and the best friend was asking him like, "So, are you working?" He said, "At the casino." She's like, "What do you do at the casino?" He was like, "She's like, are you gambling?" He was like, "I make money." He got an attitude with the best friend, but I'm like, she's asking you questions to protect her friend. So and we all know he ain't got no job, right? He goes, actually, if he ain't got no job, then where the money coming from for him to go gamble? Questions that just make you go, Then on top of that, he's holding a secret back from Shante because his PO found out that he wasn't at his mom's house where he was supposed to be paroled to. So either he's gonna be on house arrest or he's going back to prison. And he ain't told Shante that. But in this particular moment, he tells Shante that because he has to go report the next day, and he wants her to come back to Cape with him. Shante, girl, you ain't got the brain cells God gave me. Oh God, you ain't got. Girl, your brain cells. Why would you agree to this and leave your kids? And oh God, I wouldn't have done nothing. I wouldn't have done nothing this stupid. I would not say, "Oh yeah, let me go back with you," but I got to figure out what to do with my kids. The fuck, nigga, you the one that violated your parole, not me. So what the hell you want me to come back to Cape with you for? Like, nah, fuck out of here. So then he said he'll get her a hotel room. So she said she'll figure it out. It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been nothing to figure out because I would not have went with him. But she went. Then this fool, he's on his way to Cape, and I thought Shante was behind him until he was like, "I'm on the phone with one of my female friends." I was like, "Oh, here we go with the female." My God, I wish he would just say woman, female. I'm a female. Like, oh my God. So he met up with the woman, right? You could hear the interaction between him and the woman. You didn't see the woman, but you could hear the interaction between them, and it was very flirty. I was like, oh my God, Shante, you, whatever, I don't feel anything for Shante. I really, truly don't. I feel nothing for Shante because you willingly letting this man play in your face. Willingly. So, that is it for Shante and lies. Let's wrap up with the crazy one. Y'all, Zara and Troy. So Zara overheard, remember, we talked about it last week. Zara overheard Miss Karen. Miss Karen, Miss Karen, Miss Karen, Miss Karen. I like you down, Miss Karen. But Miss Karen, I'm gonna need you to zip that onesie up, all the way up. I don't want to see, because I know that they had to blur out her nipple too. Miss Karen, I don't want to see you in your bra. I don't want to see none of that. Please zip it all the way up. So, Zara, girl, you are mad for what reason? What reason are you mad about? Because I thought that, I thought how Miss Karen was talking, it sounded like Miss Karen was saying that Zara had a man in there before Troy got home. But no, Zara, did she say 2 years ago? Into 2 years or something like that? But she had an affair while Troy was in prison. She told Troy about it, right? So she called her sister up, upset and pissed that Karen is, talking about it with Yana. And I was like, okay, I'll give you half of the point with that. Why are you discussing it with Yana when Troy and I discussed it? You and Troy discussed it. And again, me and Troy discussed it, right? So I get it. I get it. Because y'all are making it like it's something brand new that just happened. But girl, I think you are doing the absolute most. So it's mighty funny and convenient to me that you have this animosity towards Yana, thinking she wants your husband, but you cheated on your husband. To our knowledge, she ain't cheated on you at all. So that's really what it is. It's insecurities. You're worried that Mr. Troy over there got to get back by going back to his ex with, since you cheated on him. So Troy finally came back. She opened the door. She took her ring off, threw her ring on the floor, and told him to get the out. I was like, oh, okay. Troy, listen to me and listen to me loud and clear. Pack everything you got and run far, far, far away from this crazy ass lady. You ain't had a moment of peace since you got out of jail. When you got home the first night, she was pissed off at you because your mama kept talking about Yana. And you had to sleep on the couch with your mother. Now she's doing this whole big hoorah. Actually, scratch that. Before that, she did that whole big hurrah about you going to see your daughter. Now she's doing this whole big hurrah because, once again, your mama had a conversation with Yana. She ain't heard Troy say nothing to this woman. I was like, girl, you are literally out of your damn mind. Like, I was like, that ponytail must be really tight. That ponytail must be squeezing all of your brain cells. Because, girl, what the hell is going on? Then Troy came back. She kept telling him to get the out. Then she told him, get in here. Get in. I would have been like, absolutely. Troy, once again, listen to me clearly. Go. Like, when that woman kept telling him to come in that room, I would have been like, hell no, I'm not coming in that room. Not with you like this. You on 10. Actually, she's on 100. Hell to the 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 no. Fuck that. But he went in there. The producers came to try to calm her down. I don't know what that was. It was the mic. It was the mic pack. She tossed the mic pack out the door, just cussing. I was like, wow. Wow. Troy, last time, hear me, and I'm going to say it super duper slow. Run away from Zara. Run away from her. Please, leave that lady. She is not, you're going to be in a situation like Hope and Arthur if you stick with this crazy nutcase. I mean, I would think somebody is crazy just by the fact that you got a ponytail that don't match the texture of your hair or your hair color. Then I wouldn't even trust somebody who puts on all this makeup with irritated skin, because her skin is irritated, and I want her to stop with the makeup. Then on top of that bra she's wearing, Zara, your bra don't fit. I just want you to know your bra, because you spilling over into that bra. It doesn't fit. Go find a bra that fits you, because that bra is not for you. So you got a lot of problems. Go find a bra. Go find a bra cup, for your that fits your titties, your face. Stop wearing this makeup and go get some Noxzema, some Clearasil, something to clear your skin and free your skin of them red spots, right? And that acne. Number 2, your hair. Number 3, we are number 3, the hair. Please let go of the ponytail. If you're gonna wear a ponytail, make sure that your ponytail matches the texture of your hair and your hair color. And that is all I got, you guys. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, share the video. Until the next time, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. So the Braxtons will be up later this evening, and so will Let's Get Into the Blogs. And I'll catch you guys in those 2 videos. Bye.